We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. There's a quote by Winston Churchill, but it certainly made me think strongly of Ellis and Ann, described them so vividly. The quote by Winston Churchill just is a perfect example of the life Ann and Ellis live, because I term them deliberate humanitarians who purposely go out and seek needs of our community and use their resources to make sure that those needs are addressed.
I first met Ellis in 2001 when he joined the board of directors for the Jesse Norman School of the Arts. And at that stage, we were just thinking about and planning toward the school. And we didn't know exactly what we wanted it to look like, but we knew we wanted it to serve the children of the community, especially those who didn't have a lot of funds to pay for their own arts program. But Ellis inspired excellence in the arts and insisted on quality education for the children of Augusta.
So they have a great relationship with Miss Jessie Norman, and they're very close friends with her. And so when Miss Norman was approached about opening this Jessie Norman School of the Arts, they were at the forefront of all of those discussions, sometimes as liaisons, sometimes as speaker for Miss Norman, sometimes as speaker for the school or the organization that wanted to put the school together.
And it's just been wonderful to see how they've blossomed in the community and become such integral parts of the community with their philanthropy, but certainly in other ways that they've just been so a part of everything that goes on.
Ellis, of course, has worked with students through the years, has probably led so many young people into good lives. And they both continue to do that with Jessie Norman School. And we've grown from a little school to a great big school, and we're sitting now in this wonderful Ann and Ellis Johnson Art Gallery.
You can't think about Ellis without Ann or Ann without Ellis. They are a consummate couple who loves arts events, support culture in the community. Not just, they don't have one passion. I expect to see them every event that I go to.
They have always been partners, and I think whatever they do, they're at least supportive of each other, but generally participate together. And Ann was a significant founder of the Friends, the Jessie Norman School. And that organization has been able to raise funds for the baby grand piano for the school, and also help in finishing the kitchen. But that's just an example of how they work together to serve individual people and serve this community. Just absolutely wonderful contribution to the arts, to education for young people, and this community.
They're wonderful friends, they're wonderful host and hostess, they're wonderful musicians. She's a wonderful cook. They have a gracious, loving home. They're dear friends to all of Augusta and to Payne College. I mean, the list is endless.
I mean, one of the things that I love about Ann Johnson is that she has this burning desire to see Payne College thrive. She's an alumna of the school, and there's a jazz festival that's named after her. She's very involved in the masked ball.
Recent years, when I need a couple to speak about having a cultural adventure, having a cultural life in town, Ellis and Ann will come and speak to the Leadership Augusta class, and I can picture them in a gallery at the Morris Museum of Art, talking about their passions, how they engage with the community. I know that Ellis has always been supportive of the Greater Augusta Arts Council. Also, I can't think of Jessie Norman School without thinking of Ellis and Ann. I can't think of the Lucy Craft Laney Museum, Payne College. They're just a wonderful couple.
These prints are from Jonathan Green, or by Jonathan Green, signed by him. And he visited us once when we hosted a reception for him sponsored by the African American Friends of the Marsh Museum of Art some years ago.
Ann has a talent that nobody knows about. She could be a fashion designer, and she makes beautiful clothes, and at one time made this gorgeous outfit and sent it as a gift to Miss Norman.
They give until that they are tired. They work until the job is done. You cannot ask either one of them to help with something where they just actually come out and say, we cannot do this or we cannot do that. Ellis and Ann, to me, represent the epitome of a good team, a team that sets out to win at whatever cost. And they give, it's just like the scripture where much is given, much is required. That's what I see of Ellis and Ann working in this community.
I love the story of, I've always thought of them, like I've always looked up to them in such, like with such high regard. And when I asked them to be a part of Mozart to Motown, I was thinking, well, there'll be some very lofty things that they'll be involved in. But they said, we'd like to fill the Halloween bags for the children. And so 450 Halloween candy bags they filled by hand. They bought the bags, they bought the candy, they filled them themselves. That, for me, really showed that spirit of service.
I guess one thing that has impressed and surprised me about Ann and Ellis is the variety of contributions they make, whether it's paying college or the scholarship program to support people of color. Very, very diverse, but also their church is vital to them as who they are, and they certainly have a motivation to serve other people.
They seek out to serve here in their community, and their greatness is shown by their serving.
So our community is richer for them having been here and for them being here, and the selflessness that they continue to show.
And they've always had a love for people and a love for the arts. They have just always been one very caring, very loving couple, working together in order to make Augusta a better place.
Ann Johnson has a UNCF scholarship in her name at Payne College, so they touch everybody. They exemplify what the award stands for, community. I mean, they're all about community, building community, encouraging, being supportive.
Well, Ann and Ellis, we're so proud of you, and we offer our congratulations for this honor, and just know how much we and the city, all the citizens of Augusta love you.
I would like to just send out a shout out for Ellis and Ann and say congratulations to the both of you for this award.
My sincere congratulations to Ann and Ellis Johnson, well deserving of the Walton Award.
Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, congratulations, you deserve it. Job well done. Love you.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. J. Ann and Ellis Johnson, community treasures.